So the question is, why is France so desperate to get the Sahel states, the countries, the Sahel countries that have driven France out of those areas? The influence of France is no more in the Sahel countries. Why is France so desperate to get it back, to get these countries back? I'm talking about Burkina Faso, Niger, Chad, Senegal, Mali, and stuff like that, right? You know, they've actually kicked France out of. They are trying to be really sovereign for a long time. It was a puppet independence, wasn't real. They have to keep all their money, their resources in France, and if they need some of their own money, they have to go and beg France to give it to them as loan, their own money, right? And this is what has been happening across all the countries using the CFA, right? So recently, a wave of uprising has kicked across these Sahel states, and they've kicked France, basically France, out of these Sahel states. France is in mess. It's in a mess. It's in a big trouble because all the resources, the uranium to power their power plants, their nuclear power plants, the gold, diamond, all the resources across these countries, France was just taking them away without even paying for it. It was just looting. And the only thing France will bring back to these countries are weapons and soldiers just to guide these resources. So when you talk about abject poverty, real poverty, you find it around the Sahel states. So you see all of them moving to the non-Sahel states around Ghana and Nigeria just to make a living. But now these countries have taken their independence back and their sovereignty back. So they've kicked France out of. They are forming new alliance. China is there working with them. Russia is there working with them. Some few other countries are there working with them, trying to put infrastructure, trying to put the education, and trying to take control over their countries. And that is pissing the West off. It's really, really hurting them. Because in their mind, Africa belongs to them. In their mind, Africans cannot have real independence. In their mind, in the Western colonial countries' mind, even though they don't respect Africans, they don't take them as human beings, they just want Africans to be on the continent so that they will produce raw materials for them. And whenever they need those raw materials, just come and pick it up and go away. That's what the colonial West, I mean Western countries want from Africa. But what they miscalculated, that they cannot do this forever and ever in perpetuity. In their mind, they want to do it in perpetuity. But we have young Africans coming. Some of us, we studied in Europe. We stayed in Europe for over 20 years. We've studied the system. We know their mindset. And we are back on our countries. And we are educating the young ones. So we are changing minds. And these new minds are ready to take Africa back and take our sovereignty back. And then we will know what to do with our resources. Africa is the only continent that can survive solely, even if all the continents decide to have nothing to do with that. We have everything that we need to survive as people. As a matter of fact, we don't need any other continent. All the other continents need us. They need us. They need our resources. They need our human beings. They need our intelligence, everything. So we are okay. And African sovereignty is on the rise. Starting with the Sahel states, all these puppets that they are around Africa, pretending and behaving like they are head of state, they are president, and they are looting and giving to the Western countries, their time is numbered, right? Their time is numbered. It's just a matter of time the youth of Africa will take control, just like Captain Brian Traore have done, okay? And you see within the shortest possible time, you see what he's doing in his country. And we are so proud of you, Captain. So this is going to continue. And you know what? Because of the awakening across Africa, from North Africa to South, from East to West, the Western countries are shitting in their panties. Their lies are no more working. And so now they are going to threaten with brute force. But you know what? We are waiting, and we are not going to allow you to destroy Burkina Faso. We are not going to allow you to destroy Niger. We are not going to allow you to destroy any African countries, just like you did to Libya. We've learned our lessons. So Africans and the youth of Africans are ready. Yes, we've been on this continent for thousands of years. We are going to continue to be on this continent for the next thousands of years, and we are going to build our continent. And this is not a joke. You may not like it. You may want to block me or do whatever. We don't care. We are ready to develop Africa. Okay? You can meet in whatever country you want, plan, but it's not going to work. And those African collaborators, those traitors, your time is also coming. Your time will be soon up. So Captain Ibrahim Traore, Africa, we are behind you. The Sahel states, we are proud of you, what you are doing. Africa is going to unite. And when we unite, nothing can stop us.